It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us here for your Sunday edition of the Hokey video blog. Hope this morning's gone well so far for you so far. Had some of that snow last night, picked up a dusting to maybe a half an inch in places. I know my driveway was covered over this morning, making it just a little bit slick, so be careful if you're out there, especially on those side roads and untreated roadways. But let's get through today's Hokey weather fact first. We have not had a blizzard or a huge snowstorm this season so far, but if we did, we'd realize that the most popular foods to buy before a blizzard are not milk and bread. They're actually cakes, cookies, and candy. And I think a lot of us don't like to admit to this, that this is what we're buying before one of these humongous storms. Since we haven't had one this season yet, we haven't had the chance to test that theory out. We'll be watching that. Hopefully we don't get a big storm this season because I know folks are sick of the snow, me included. We've had 21.2 inches of snow. That's 0.1 inches that we've picked up since last night. And our seasonal average, 12.5 inches of snow. So we're getting very close to doubling the amount of snow that we've had so far this season in terms of comparing that to this seasonal average. All right, so this is a lot of snow that we've had so far, and thankfully it's gone this morning. Storm Tracker 3D radar not showing any of that snowfall, and the snow that we had last night really gave up the ghost as it hit the Appalachian Mountains. There was some pretty good snows breaking out over eastern Kentucky earlier, but they've since dissipated. You'll still see a flurry out there on the very tip of Pike County going on into West Virginia there. Overall, we are seeing some clearing skies, though, to our southwest. I know portions of E-Town have cleared out for the most part. Saw that on the SkyTrack camera earlier. So it'll be a mix of sun and clouds today. We're going to remain under this northwesterly flow, though. You see that in the pattern of the clouds and the animation there. All right, our next system, though, is coming in from the Pacific Northwest. Look at this beautiful, mature cyclone on satellite view out there in the middle of the Pacific. Wow, isn't that beautiful to look at? Well, it's going to be tracking onshore into British Columbia. Parts of Vancouver may see part of that. Got some little cyclones back here, too, little almost children of the parent cyclone back there. Kind of this wave pattern going on out in the Pacific. So a train of storms getting ready to move in to that direction of the northwest. What is this going to do for us? Well, the upper level disturbance associated with this cyclone is going to be moving onshore today, and that's eventually going to lead to it traveling across our neck of the woods as we head throughout your Monday. Let's time this out for you on Futurecast. We'll have a few clouds as we head into tonight. Temperatures drop into the 20s, say the mid to upper 20s in many spots. Some folks, especially north of us, may see teens. But as we go into your Monday morning, we'll see clouds, and eventually the rain moves in, say after 6 o'clock or so on Monday. May move in just a little bit earlier depending on how things trend, but this is associated with an area of low pressure and a trailing cold front down to the south. You'll notice the snows breaking out over portions of northern Indiana, basically from the Indianapolis area, maybe just a little bit north of that, and then northward into the Great Lakes. There is a chance that we could have just a bit of a period of mix across some of our northern counties depending on the exact track of this low. It won't last for long, and it's not really going to accumulate, so it's not going to be a real problem, just something we'll have to watch for as we go throughout your Monday evening. This clears out of here as we go throughout your Tuesday morning. That leaves us with a very nice stretch of weather as we go from your Tuesday into your Wednesday. We're talking about high temperatures in the 50s, plenty of sunshine, just fabulous weather for the month of February. We'll increase the clouds, though, as we go into your Wednesday night. And that's going to lead to a storm threat as we head into your Thursday. What's going to happen on Thursday is that we're going to have a pretty good slug of warm air move in from the south. That's not only going to be channeling in the warmth, but also the moisture and a fast jet stream aloft. We're going to be seeing these very fast wind speeds pretty much almost all the way down to the surface. So we're going to have the winds with this. The issue is, will we have enough instability to channel these winds down to the surface with any thunderstorms that form? That's up in the air at this point. Some of the models have backed off on the instability that they've been putting out for this event with a potential line of storms that would be trekking on through here Thursday evening. I think the best thing to remember for now is that we could have a line of storms moving through Thursday evening with the potential for some damaging winds. Will they be severe? The jury is still out. We'll be monitoring the trends. In any case, there's some cooler air behind this. Not cold, not incredibly cold at least, but just some cooler temperatures because I think we will get into the 60s My current forecast high is 67 degrees as we go throughout your Thursday. Wow, yeah, right? We could see 70s in some places, especially just to our south, but we'll be watching that storm thread throughout the week. We'll have the latest on that in our upcoming forecast. Here's some of the latest model data from the Euro in terms of temperature. I stopped it here on Thursday to see our high temperature that it's forecasting of 63 degrees. It's trended just a little bit cooler, but really I think that the warm air is going to win out here, and we're going to see temperatures even warmer than that. That 67 you see in Memphis, translate that up here into Louisville, the 74 in Jackson. That'll probably be as close to us as southern Kentucky, maybe northwest Tennessee. We'll see how that pans out on the data as we go throughout the next few days. And of course, behind that, by the time we head into, I don't know, say next week, oh boy, yes, more cold air coming in. This is not going to be the crazy cold weather that we saw with that whole polar vortex debacle and the multiple shots of it that we had a few weeks back. But some cooler air, more seasonal cool air below freezing will be moving in after the very warm temperatures that we'll have had later on this week. So don't put away those heavy coats and the gloves, the mittens, the hats, and the scarves just yet. Keep those on standby. You'll need them probably just after this upcoming weekend across Wave Country. Of course, Brian Good will be in here tonight with your latest forecast. He'll update things as he sees them. And I hope you have a great end of your weekend. For now, I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. Thanks for watching.